But so far, I have an interview. I had an interview like on Friday. I have a modeling Instagram, which I post twice a week, every week. And I did post this week, so it's not like a big deal. It smells good. Whatever that BB cream was, it was not BB cream. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Miracle Population Me. If you're returning, then hello. This episode of Tracing Rejection, and I have no idea how long this challenge will keep going until I get a job. Or until I decide otherwise. Anyway, so the title of the video, you already kind of know we're here. I got my first modeling gig. It's also unpaid, so not too much on it right now. But I am going to do a photo shoot with a small business, which is in Chicago. It's a boutique. They do clothes, and they were so kindly enough to reply to one of my emails, not emails, I DM'd them on Instagram, asking if they were okay with me model for them and everything like that. And they're like, yeah, for sure. We would love you to come and model for us. Can you do your hair and makeup? And I'm like, for sure. Of course. Why would I do my hair and makeup? So for my hair, I'm just going to take these down, make it be a little nice twist out. But for my makeup, I tend to like to go barefaced for a lot of things, but I do want to try out a little bit of makeup style. And I do have makeup, I just don't wear it, but I'm going to use what I have and hope, fingers crossed, that it works out. So this is what I have. Everything that's in this bag, I'm more or less going to use. So hopefully it works out. And then this is what I'm trying to look like. Very simple and chic. I hope you can see it. It's on the screen as well. But this is what I'm trying to emulate when it comes to doing my makeup. I think I have basically everything on here that can actually help me do my makeup. And the first thing you want to do, I already did my skincare, so I'm already pretty good. And also, I'm pretty much like more or less like no acne, no really any red spots. But just in case, I bought BB cream from, I don't know what is, Candy Moyo. I got it from Family Dollar. So I've never used BB cream before because my skin tends to be pretty clear. But I'm going to try my best to not go crazy with it because I think it's skincare related, but I don't know too much. And also I have tea right here because I'm a little tired and it's been really cold and it rained all day today. So I need a little pick me up for sure. But yeah, while I do this, I was just going to give you guys a more sit down video and talk about how, this is a liquid. This is literally a liquid. I might be on something, but this is not supposed to be a cream. Okay, so it's literally water. You learn something new every day. So I'm just gonna pour it in my hand like this. Okay. Yeah, sure. For sure. Now I'm a little worried that I'm gonna spill this everywhere. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I'm kidding. I'm gonna talk more about how everything has been working in terms of jobs, in terms of modeling, in terms of UGC, whatever I've been doing on this channel, and how I'm trying to push myself forward, and basically where I'm at right now and where I'm trying to go while I do my makeup, because I haven't done a sit down video that wasn't 5 things you learn about scams, in a hot minute. So I thought, why not now? This is a good opportunity for me. I don't like the way this BB cream smells. And also, it's not even a cream. I think I was bamboozled. But anyway, also it smells kind of weird. So maybe I'll just donate that because I don't like that. Next, I'm going in with my LA Color True Matted foundation. I had a foundation before, but I had Maybelline. And I also had the wrong shade. So for a long period of time, I had the wrong shade in the Maybelline. So I have the right shade now. I'm just going to use one of my sponges. But as I was saying, I hate the way this feels. Anyway, as I was saying, how is it going in the job market? The job market is still ass. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what you guys have heard. I've heard the same thing. I will say I've been getting interviews. So yay for me. It hasn't really been too bad in getting the interview. I mean, I'm not getting as much as I put out, but I do very much believe that what I am doing in terms of my job, the spreading the resume everywhere and then really hoping that companies see that and want to work with me. It's been working so far. Honestly, I do see myself getting interviews. Now, some of them have come back and have rejected me. for like one reason of they already filled the application, like they already filled out the role, which is kind of annoying because like why would you even interview me if you're going to fill out a role beforehand? Others have been like, oh, you gave good detail, but you were probably like too overqualified, or you couldn't really understand too much about what your role was going to fit for me. So I've been taking every criticism with a stride because honestly, some companies hate to even give you feedback. Like I've literally emailed so many companies I've interviewed with, and they have been so quiet on the end of being like, give me feedback. So it's been very annoying. But so far, I have an interview. I had an interview like on Friday, and it went really well. She loved it. We have a second round, which should be like cause for celebration or whatever. But the second round is assessment. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't like assessments because they tend to very much kick you out of the running of any job interview really super quickly, right? I've done assessments in the past for other companies where it's like, oh, it's just a personality one. And then I've been kicked out. Like I did a Google one like months ago and they repeat the question like a million times. So I'm like, okay, well, just answer them the same way because they're not going to change my mind about my personality. And they kicked me out. They're like, oh, apply again in 6 months. And I'm like, bruh, and your personality, the question they ask is like, how confident are you working by yourself versus a group? And you're like, oh, amazing. And they kick you out. And I'm like, okay. They hate certain answers, but they tell you that it's not pass or fail. Whatever, sure. And I have to do this assessment, and it's due tomorrow. It's literally only 25 minutes, which is not the problem, right? I mean, I had assessments that were like an hour plus, which is super annoying because at that point, you're not even trying to talk to me anymore. Especially if you're gonna give me like a first round interview, like just don't give me the first round interview if you're gonna give me like an assessment. It's what I believe because you're gonna kick me out anyway, even if you have a great conversation, thoroughly based on a 25-minute assessment, which honestly might, test me on whatever wrong thing that shouldn't be happening. And I have to do it because I want this job. This job that I applied for, that I got the interview for, is actually so nice. I actually really do like the role and everything that comes with it. And I'm really hoping I get it, but I also know like because it's an assessment, I shouldn't put too much focus on trying to get it because like I can do my very best. I can look up different assessments. I can look up how to do them online and then like cheat the code to like get the answers they want me to get, which is what I was going to do. But at the end of the day, if I answer it to the best of my ability and it really is about my personality, whatever like that, and they still don't like me, then that's just, that sucks, obviously. That's literally not what I want. But at the same time, it's like if a job needs an assessment just to test your skills, even though the job is more technical and they just care more about like how do you work with other people, but you just went through like a whole round interview and they're gonna give you more after the fact. Then they kind of don't care to like talk to you in person, which whatever. I can go on a whole rant about that, but I would do it because I have almost no choice. I don't know if I have no choice, but I do want this job, and I don't want an opportunity to go away just because I wouldn't try. So that is what is happening now. I'll do it later because I'd honestly rather be busy with something else than to do like a whole interview. But anyway, I put on my foundation. What do you guys think? Can y'all even see? I can't really tell how well y'all can see. If it looks the same as my skin, good. I think it looks the same as my skin. I think last time I used foundation, which was Maybelline it was Maybelline in the shade Mocha. It was way too dark on me that I legit thought I looked burnt, and I was like, huh. No one ever told me I looked bad, so I assumed I looked great, which is a lie. Next, I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This one is a bit lighter, so I know it will do okay on me, which is great. So the job market has been pretty bad. I haven't really gotten too many people being like, "Hey, we're looking for you to get this role, whatever." Which is like whatever. Like it sucks, obviously, but I'm not letting that get to me because I have a bunch of jobs to apply to, and until I run out, I am not going to crash out. I love crashing out because bills gotta get paid somehow, and nothing really works these days. So why not crash out? So yeah. Also, this might be a bit too similar shape. Whatever. I don't care. Point is, it needs to look as natural as possible. So that's really it for the job market. It's still going, right? I think it's the same as anyone who applies for a job. It's very much keep trying numbers game, which is probably why I haven't really came out and said too much about like how it's been going for real, because at the end of the day, it's you just apply for jobs and then you keep going. You can't really do too much to force the will of people to want to hire you, unfortunately, right? Which is fine. I mean, a lot of you guys give me a job, but here we are. Anyway, next, UGC. I haven't like came back to you guys about that like ever since I talked about like that one video. Check it out over here, over here. UGC's been going fine. I've taken it more seriously now. I've looked up examples of people doing it on Pinterest, where people take examples from like TikTok and they show it on Pinterest. So I'll be doing more of that. I have a whole site that I revamped because I at first was following someone else's example, but then I actually started making videos that were like actually more tailored. I made a whole social media, like several social media platforms just to post UGC content because I didn't want to post it on here because that just didn't make sense for me. Like, I didn't want to do too much. So in terms of that, I've been doing great so far. I've been reaching out to brands recently so that I can hopefully get people to like look at my stuff and like want to work with me. Because I know a lot of UGC people say once you have the basics, a website, a platform, and like demos and content creation, start reaching out to people because you never know. A lot of them work with new people and stuff like that. So I've been doing that so far. So far, no hitters. A lot of them want me to, not a lot, but like a few of them want me to join their ambassador program, which if you don't know is when you just have an affiliate link with them, which I don't do because I don't want to buy their product. Like I don't want to spend money just to make money, especially if I don't already have a large following. That just kind of seems dumb. I'd rather just like legit have them give me products and I just show it off and they can just take it. That's all I want to do. Actually, I brought a straw. So yeah. My tea, if you don't know, is matcha green with turmeric. I'm not sick, but I'm also not trying to get sick because it's been like cold outside. And I've been going out because of I've been going out because of fashion stuff related. But speaking of fashion, let's go into the modeling world and how that's been going for me. Oh, I just found my old Maybelline that is finished. It just looks full. This is the one I used to use, the Maybelline Poreless up to 12-hour wear. It's finished. I also don't like it because it doesn't have a squeeze bottle. Anyway, how is modeling going for you, for me, for everyone? I will say it's been going pretty well. I mean, I don't know how you. Anyway, for me, it's been going pretty well, and I say that only because I literally go to casting calls like at least once or twice a week, which is pretty good because I do my best to like find them online. And as I said last time, I am going to join one person's like fashion show, whatever, because I do think like their message. Well, I don't know if they have a message, but I like their idea a lot more than the other one I was joining. Which, in my opinion, is just like if you have a smaller clientele of models, then yeah, sure, ask me to help you sell tickets, but don't be big as hell and then be like, oh yeah, help me sell tickets. Like no, like if you can't do it, then you're obviously asking people because you know you can't do it, right? And so I don't know what next. I missed the casting call, or not casting call, the practice yesterday because I went to a whole nother casting call yesterday. And in my opinion, the casting call was fine. But my biggest gripe with doing casting calls now, which I think that's probably I'm gonna like kind of limit myself to doing them, is they're always super far away from me. And I live in a pretty big city, so I'm like, I'm not surprised they're really far from me. But it gets to a point where I'm like, okay, well, I feel like I'm doing too many casting calls with no chance of getting a call back, which I know is all about practice and whatever and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, I do want to get callbacks. But if I'm going like an hour and a half out my way every time I do that, then I feel like it's not really worth my time. And then I come home and I'm like super duper tired because I just spent like 6 hours outside. You know what I'm saying? It's like yesterday, for example. Yesterday was Saturday, in case I post this late. Saturday the 14th, so Pi Day, but also St. Patty's Day. It was snowing. It was legit snowing outside, and I did not know until I walked outside it was snowing. So I was just like cold and shit, which is whatever. But like the place I was going for the modeling casting call, I had to take like 3 buses to get there because I don't like to Uber places. You know, it's more convenient, but you know, whatever. And I went there and then I like walked for them for like 10 or 15 minutes. And it was pretty fine. It wasn't anything crazy. And then I like went home right after that. But like it was like an hour and a half there, an hour and a half back. And I got home around like it started around like 1-ish. I left around 3. I got back around almost 6 p.m. And at that time it was just like freezing cold outside. So I was just like, bruh, why did I even go out this bad? Like, why did I even go out? Because I was just like so tired. And I'm pretty sure I'm not hearing a call back, which is totally fine. Like, I don't, I did my best. I practiced as much as I can. So we're just not going to let that stop me from doing the next one. But I definitely am going to take a step back from doing casting calls because they're all for runaway. If you guys didn't know what casting calls were for, they're usually for runaway. And as nice as they are and whatever, I need to focus more on finding more photographers for pictures. How do people do their eyebrows? I don't even know. I think I have good eyebrows, so I don't really think I need to do too much. But I also don't know how to do my eyebrows. It's looking good so far, I think. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna take a step back from doing like casting calls. Like if I see them and they're close by, I'll put them on my calendar. But if they're like an hour and a half away, I'm just gonna leave them behind because, in my opinion, I shouldn't have to go too far just to do something as a casting call, especially when they take like 10 minutes. So yeah, that's just been like my experience with that. So I really haven't found anything that really influenced. I haven't really done anything that really questions my modeling experience. I've been getting experience, mind you, but unfortunately, I did not get any photography experience this week. Which every week, if you don't follow my Instagram, it's linked somewhere on my page. I only like to link it because I don't want people to like think I'm promoting too much on this channel. But anyway, I legit have a modeling Instagram, which I post twice a week, every week. And I did post this week, so it's not like a big deal. But I couldn't find any photographers this week to take pictures for my portfolio, which is kind of annoying because it gets to a point where you're like, okay, did I run out of photographers that are legit doing it for free? I'm not trying to pay people without having a chance to like actively promote myself more and get paid myself. So it gets to a point where I'm like, okay, well, obviously I need people. I probably should have put on my primer, but it's okay. Obviously I need people to help me, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild multi-stick for my eyebrows. I don't really know what I'm going to use for it though, because I don't have that many stings. So I'm just going to clean this brush off real quick and just use it for my eyebrows. I don't got many brushes like that. But as I was saying, I think it's a little hard for modeling because it's like you have to do all the work yourself. And I know if you sign to an agency, they do the work for you, but you kind of have to like keep on top of that because they might miss out on opportunities for you. You can always trust a brand sometimes, which is so fair. I mean, I understand that. Like I come from tech world, you can always trust people. So that's what I've been doing is that I've been putting my boots to the ground and actively trying to find people, contact people, go on like the backstages of the world, the product casting of the world, and just like, go in there and be like, hey guys, like I know you have a project coming up, put me in the running, I can do what you want me to do, And that's what I've been doing this entire time. I've been a little lacking. I'm not gonna lie, I lacked a little bit the last few days, but I'm gonna get back on that. So nothing too crazy. How did she do her eyebrows? Oof. I'm not gonna do like her eyebrows. Her eyebrows are really bushy, and I want a more natural look without being overdone. So I'm hoping that it doesn't come off overdone because I don't know how to take those makeup pieces off. So that's really how it's been in the modeling world. Still pushing. I'm new, so I don't expect the world to fall to my feet, but I would like it if it does happen. In that stance, I've been doing pretty well, I think, as a beginner. I'll probably step back. I'm definitely gonna step back from like just casting calls because I don't think I'm like getting. I mean, good experience, whatever. But if you're too far away from me, no. Like, I'm not going an hour and a half for a 10-minute walk. Like, that's too much work. Like, I'd rather just do it somewhere else. And I have to put my full focus on actively trying to find projects and not just people who want to do a casting call and then make me pay tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes more sense. So let's get paid around here. It would make more sense. Besides, the agent just does all the work for you. That's all an agent does. And I can do work myself. I don't like being bored. That's how that's been going. In terms of this channel, you guys may have noticed I've been posting more shorts, doing more fashion trends on here. And it's not like because I'm trying to like get in my bag or anything. I'm honestly just pushing it because I know one of my main things this year was to like do more content creation, which I already post twice a week, so it's not like I'm missing out on what I'm doing. But I'm missing out on the content of like shorts and everything and being more not genuine, but like showing off more about what I'm learning. So I've been doing more fashion trends here and there. I'm not gonna forever do them because at some point I'm gonna be like, I don't know how to do that, and I'm just gonna not do that for sure. And they get a little hard to do because I'm not gonna lie. I think the hardest part about doing them is trying to sync up the music on YouTube when I post it. Because like I will sync up the music and it will legit like not let me sync it up correctly. If you ever posted a short that needed music at a certain point, you might know what I'm talking about. On YouTube, it's kind of hard to like sync it up if you're doing like if you're doing like a song for a video, but you need like the middle song, not the beginning. They don't let you like move it across, at least not on my device. And I have those Samsung, so I'm like, okay, bro, whatever you say. So yeah, this is what I look like so far. Does it eat down? Am I okay? Do I look busted? I look good. I think I like it. Let me matter a little bit more. Yeah, I think I look natural. I think I look better than the last time I used the foundation that was asked. So in terms of YouTube, I'm gonna continue making shorts. I know I'm posting like once a day right now. I'm gonna try to make more. It really isn't that hard to make them, especially since I'm unemployed. So I'm like trying to like get in my bag and do that more often. Trying to figure out what to do next. All right, I bought this new product that is loose powder. I'm gonna put like such delicately, like a little bit, like not too much on my skin, just a little bit, because I never used loose powder before, but I know people love it, and I do want to. I don't know why I opened this. This is the wrong package. I do want to use it, so I bought it. Everything is from Family Dollar. Nothing's expensive. It's all great. And, okay. I also bought these makeup powder puffs. I literally blended it out like crazy because I didn't know if it was like too much or whatever. So now it should look like an ashy brown. So I did that. Okay. And next, I need to find my rest of the stuff because what the heck? This is okay. I have my shimmer bronzer right here, and I'm gonna use my powder puff right here. I changed it to this one because I just couldn't do the small one was too small. I'm gonna use this and just pat it on here. This is the LA Color Shimmer Bronze. I've always had this one, but I don't use makeup enough to use it. But I like it. It does its job. I should have moved my hair out more of the way because now I'm like, damn. So where do we go from here? What are we gonna do now? Because we need a plan of action for your girl here. I'm gonna take a break. Let's talk about modeling first. I'm gonna take a break from casting calls. So I already have it on my calendar. I'm gonna do it because I'm like, whatever. You're probably not too far. One of them is super far away, but I'll talk more about that when it comes up because that's gonna be a video. So I'm doing it for the video. But after that, if it's like crazy far, I'm not doing it unless it's like virtual. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people don't want to get paid to do them. So I'm like, why am I willing to do so many casting calls when I don't get paid for it? So especially if it's not like, Runway doesn't pay most of the time unless you're like popular. So I'm gonna take a break from that and then go into more just like modeling jobs that pay you off the bat, because I am learning more about modeling and I do want to get paid for it, respectfully. So that's great. For jobs, I'm gonna keep pushing jobs out. I usually do like 30 jobs and then I take a break because I'm doing other stuff. I'm gonna try and push it to like 50 jobs every time I like actively apply, because I could apply like 30 jobs and then stop and then call it a day. But what I should be doing is applying to 50 jobs because I don't apply every day. I actually don't do that. So if I'm applying to 30 jobs, that's 30 jobs for the entire week, and that's not very smart, right? Because you basically now be doing like 10 jobs a week, 10 jobs a day, which is what you want to do. So I'm gonna apply to 3 jobs starting today. That's a lie. I'm sorry. I lied to y'all a little too fast. I'm gonna apply to 3 jobs starting tomorrow. Tomorrow being Monday. That way I can actually take time to do it. I do have the other shoot, like I said, but after that I'll come home and just apply for jobs. I get tired pretty easily when it comes to going outside and stuff. Do y'all like it? Is it good? I like it, but I think you guys have a better view. It looks good on camera. It looks good everywhere. I think I might be hyping myself up. Anyway, next we have to do whatever else is in my bag. I'm not using that. I'm gonna use. I'm looking for my blush, which I know I have it somewhere. Here we go. So this is also LA Color. I'm not sponsored. It's just Family Dollar has the whole line. This is their ombre blush. I don't usually use their blush because I think it's a little too light for me, but I'm gonna use it just for the light makeup look. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of stopped looking at the picture because I just didn't care as much. I'm looking at the picture again. This is what she looks like. I don't even think she has blush on her, but I think I'm doing okay. I think it's similar. I mean, I don't look similar to her, but like similar in the makeup, right? Yeah. Oh my god, that tea's kind of ass. Oh my god, the tea literally has like turmeric in it, and I put 2 tea bags because it usually has like the most minimum amount of turmeric ever. So I need to wake up pretty well. So yeah, I'm almost done here. What did I just talk about? 50 jobs a week. Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying my best to harp on that because rejection is rejection is rejection. But if I can get more interviews, I think I'll do okay. And knowing what I know now about like different feedbacks I've been getting from like the ones that actually care to give it to me, it's been very helpful in my next round of interviews. And I can't really give you any tips or tricks because honestly, it's all about like what I hear on the day of an interview is how I tailor what I'm going to tell them about myself. Like for example, if they ask me about like certain parts of like product management, I'm going to talk about product management more than like the software implementation of my job, right? Or they want more technical answer, I'll talk more technical and maybe not put product management as a like focal point. So I can't really tell you. It's just you kind of just like do it yourself, you know. I don't realize I know how to do blush. Bruh, this thing is so light. So that's for jobs. Jobs and modeling, more intentional about how jobs is just 50. Modeling is more intentional about what I do. And then last, what is that? UGC, make more UGC. I have a website. I love making content, so I don't do it very well, right? I'm not like an expert. I'm not out here making like a million transitions, but definitely using the other platforms that I make to legit do it better and stuff like that. I think it's been very helpful. Yeah, you can't even see this blush. This blush is honestly like the lightest blush I ever used in my entire life. And it's the only blush I've ever used in my entire life. Like it's kind of crazy how light this blush is. I use eyeshadow for blush because I think it's more pigmented, but this is like. Anyway, I'm done patting because that's not doing anything. But yeah, UGC, keep pushing. I have a website. If you guys already watch my videos, you know what it is. It's aureliabrands.com. They show you up to like, I want to say 60,000 different companies. I will say right now, some of those companies are legit fake because they're like dropshipping websites. But hey, whatever gets your feet off the ground. So that's good. And YouTube, keep making content. And yeah. So that's all I have for you guys. I'm not done with this makeup look. I'm gonna keep doing more makeup because I'm not done. Okay. I eat that. Okay. All right. I thought purple was gonna be too strong of a color because I was like, I only have purple and I have more purple. And then my lip gloss is purple, but it's a lip gloss. I don't like lipstick because it dries. It just feels like it's drying. So I need to figure out either to find my lip gloss or to figure out how to just apply this forever and all day. But this is my whole thing. And then the last step is to make sure it stays there. So I have this LA Colors, please sponsor. LA Colors Matte Finish. And it's a setting spray. Honestly, I shouldn't put this on because I legit have to take this off soon. But I want to show you guys the finished look fully. But LA Colors, I'm going to tag you. Please sponsor me. I just have all things LA colors, and it's not on purpose. Family Dollar just only has. Anyway, I should be sponsored by a lot of people by now. Anyway, now I'm scared. It smells good. Whatever that BB cream was, it was not BB cream. It was my first time using it, and probably my last, because that was not a cream. That was water. I was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, I think I have good skin, so I don't think I need BB cream anyway. So that was only $1.25, so maybe that's why it sucks. But anyway, let's look at the final product together, y'all. Okay. Ooh. I think the setting spray. I think the setting spray may look better because it had water, obviously, as one of the ingredients. I'm sure. Doesn't have the ingredients on here. Okay, whatever. That's water, I'm sure. And it like kind of melted the powder on my face, so it looks more bold. Because I'm black. But yeah, this is very cute. What do y'all think? Y'all have like the best lighting, honestly. So, you know, I like it. Yeah, good luck, cause I'm washing this off today. But this is what I plan to do tomorrow, and this is so cute. I actually like it a lot. Aww, yeah. I never like wore makeup this much, so I think the lipstick really did it for me. It's beautiful. I love it. Anyway, I'm gonna go take pictures for the thumbnail and for my own personal use. So thank you guys for watching so much. See you guys in the next video. Remember to like, share, subscribe. So you don't miss the update from me. And don't forget to put in the comments if you want to see more from me, because honestly, I'm down to do both things within my categories of the rejection. And I like creating. So let me know what else trends you want me to see from shorts, because it's been popping over there and I like to do it. I see the numbers grow. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.